you, my dear brothers and sisters in Christ Jesus. It is Saturday, the 19th of July, 2025. And we are reflecting upon the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew. Matthew chapter 12, verses 14 to 21. In this Gospel passage, we encounter a dramatic shift in the atmosphere surrounding Jesus' ministry. Up to this period or point, he has been healing, teaching, and gathering followers. But now, opposition grows. The Pharisees begin to plot his death. Not because of violence, not because of political rebellion, but because Jesus challenges their rigid legalism and reveals a deeper understanding of God's mercy. Think of how the Pharisees conspire to destroy Jesus, and how Jesus answered or reacted to these conspirations. Not with retaliation, not with confrontation, but with withdrawal and healing. How do we react to those who want to put us down? Those who interfere in our ministries? Those who block our ways in life? If you read well verse 15, we can hear that Jesus was aware of this, but Jesus withdrew from that place. A large crowd followed him and he healed all who were ill. Even in danger, Jesus continued to save others. But do we save others even when we face challenges and tribulations? Do we still save others when we are challenged? These are the questions we are to ask ourselves today. And this reveals something powerful about God's heart. That He does not cease to love, and He does not cease to heal even in the face of hatred. In the 18th verse to the 21st verse of this Gospel, it shows that Jesus is a servant of the Lord, the one chosen by God, filled with the Spirit, who brings justice gently and not by force. The one who is not forced to offer service to others. There are people who are just retaliating, just waiting for someone to force them to go for their ministries. Just waiting for someone to be behind them that they may go for their mission. But we are to do and carry our mission, offering service to others in justice and without force. A bruised reed he will not break, and a smoldering wick he will not snuff out. What an image of compassion. Jesus meets people in their brokenness and nurtures them. If your faith feels like weak, like a smoldering wick, or if your spirit feels bent like a bruised reed, this gospel reminds us that Jesus doesn't cast you aside. Jesus do not keep you away from Him, but He draws you towards Himself. Jesus calls you to Himself As he says, "Come to me, all those who are heavy laden and are tired of carrying heavy loads. I will give you rest." In the 22nd verse of this gospel passage, a man with demon was possessed, blind and mute, was healed. Triple healing, and this shows a physical, spiritual, and social. That shows us that no one is beyond God's power to restore, but instead of rejoicing, even though the Pharisees considered this or claimed that the Jesus' power came from Beelzebub, of which was not true. The lesson learned that we should learn today from this gospel passage is that Jesus chose healing over retaliation. In the world of conflicts, we are called to respond not to vengeance, but with compassion. God's justice is gentle and healing. So as Christians, we are to be true Christians. Justice does not crush the weak. It restores dignity and brings peace. We must guard our hearts from envy and pride. As we see in this same gospel, the Pharisees saw the miracle but responded with accusations. What do we do when we see people performing miracles and wonders? We criticize them, but let us not to.